Good evening. 3 Meadow Lake schools were evacuated this afternoon after threats were directed their way. Now, it happened shortly after 1 p.m. at the Gateway, Jubilee, and Lakeview elementary schools. RCMP say each building received threats over the phone by an unknown caller. Now, the school division decided to move the students as well as others to another location as a precaution. Meanwhile, Carpenter High School was put on lockdown. Now, that has since been lifted. All students and staff are accounted for. Police as well as school officials are searching the buildings to make sure that there is no threat. At this moment, there are no further updates from RCMP. They are still investigating, and of course, as soon as we hear something, we will update you. North Battleford RCMP are investigating a report of shots being fired at a home in the city. Police say they responded to a call shortly after 9 last night to suspected shots being fired in the 1500 block of 104th Street. A vehicle parked at the scene sustained damage from a firearm. Now, no one was injured, and police say the home targeted was previously known to police. Now, the suspect or suspects are believed to have fled the scene in a silver 4-door car. Anyone with information is asked to contact North Battleford RCMP. Well, just in, we do have an update for you in regards to our top story about several Meadow Lake schools being evacuated after they received threats over the phone by an unknown caller. Now, RCMP as well as the school division, they were searching the schools to see if there was a threat. Now, RCMP say that after they searched with a police dog service that no threat was present and that the investigation into this call continues. A local group hopes to bring awareness to the community on organ and tissue donation. A meeting will take place next Thursday at the Lloydminster Hospital to answer any questions or concerns the public may have on the issue. Donna Creelo Lorenz is a kidney transplant recipient and a member of the Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness Group of Lloydminster. She knows the importance of organ donation firsthand. Now, this special event will feature a keynote speaker followed by an open forum.
She represents Alberta Donates Life and the Canadian Transplant Association. She will start the evening out speaking about transplantation in general, but specifically cornea transplants.
Some of the members of the discussion panel will include an organ recipient, a living donor, and an individual on the transplant waiting list.
I think we have to work together as a community, even just going around the city posting posters for the meeting. There was always somebody at almost every place that knew of somebody who was a transplant recipient.
The free information session will take place at 7 p.m. on May 22nd at the Lloydminster Hospital Conference Room, and registration for this event is not necessary. With the May long weekend here, a lot of area residents are preparing to hit the road as they make their way to their favorite campsites or hunting spots. But before you make the trip, Bart Pediasic brings us some tips on how to keep your time off safe and fun.
Good morning, Exile Outdoors.
The cool temperatures going into the May long weekend aren't slowing down customers at Exile Outdoors in Lloydminster.
Doesn't even fizz on them. Nope. They are going to put the tents up and they're going to go fishing on this long weekend, whether they have warm weather or not.
Cal Weikelin has been camping since he was a kid, and now he prepares his customers for what the wilderness can throw at them. He says depending on where you plan to camp, you may have to keep an eye out for bears. He's personally seen 7 of them in the Cold Lake area last week.
You want to watch for them bears. Don't have any food in your tents. Make sure that that's all good there, and then you should be good to go.
Bears have been a boon for business, though. As Wakeland says, his store alone has sold 100 Saskatchewan bear tags in the last 2 weeks.
Bear hunting is going full out right now. We are selling bear bait like crazy.
Down the road, Chris Betcher has been showing off the new model RVs.
This is really the big kickoff for the season. So what we have happen is a lot of people coming in for parts, a lot of people getting their trailers ready to go, getting them serviced up, make sure they're ready to rock for the weekends.
Betcher says RVs have seen an increase in popularity lately, with a lot of young families looking to buy. But before you hit the road, he says owners should make sure their trailers are tuned and ready to go.
It's a really great idea to just run through all your appliances, pressure up that water system, make sure you don't have any issues, so that when you get out there you can just concentrate on having fun and not worrying about anything.
And one final piece of long weekend advice.
So stay smart pretty much.
Yeah, stay smart.
Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.